Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Big B. I'm sitting here with my wife, the beautiful, the only Nikki J. It's about to goes down. So we're gonna be talking about a lot of different things today. What are we talking about, baby?
Today we're talking about metabolism killers. Did you know there's all this research coming out, and we're finding out that our favorite snack foods have been secretly sabotaging our metabolism for years. Foods we used to buy every week, foods we used to eat every single day are slowing down your metabolism. And even some we just recently found out and had to get rid of them.
And that's crazy because that's something that we were actually doing to ourselves unknowingly. That's crazy to me. Why would somebody do that to us? Why would somebody put that on the shelves? Why would somebody sell that stuff?
See, that's the question. That's why everybody's so upset, because it's like, and these are foods that are being marketed as health foods, and we think we're getting something healthy, and it's not.
So, being that most foods, and everybody always asks this question, Big B, man, is that supplement approved by the FDA? I'm like, and what does that mean if it is approved by the Food and Drug Administration? What does that mean?
That's a good question.
But a person, if it's not approved by the FDA, they won't eat that. But then they'll go get
the foods. It's in the foods. So one of the foods that we're talking about that we recently found out had Roundup in it is Doritos, one of my former favorite snack foods.
Man, Doritos, man, look, fellas, the Super Bowl, let me come a little closer. The Super Bowl is coming very shortly, February 11th, I think. Do not bring no Doritos in your house, because the chemical Roundup is inside Doritos. Can y'all believe that? Roundup is in Doritos. What?
But also, remember, we started telling some folks, we did a post about it on Instagram, and people are telling us they still gotta have their bag of Doritos. So here's y'all, we're talking about Roundup. The same Roundup that's in this billion-dollar lawsuit is in some of our foods. We're sharing this because we want you to be aware so you can make informed decisions.
Right.
But we're also sharing this because we didn't know, and this is something that we were eating all of the time. It was one of my Cool Ranch Doritos.
Man.
Was one of my favorite snack foods. So the thing with the pesticides that are in the foods and the chemicals in the foods, even the dye in something like Doritos, it's tanking our hormone levels.
Yeah.
When our hormone levels tank, ladies, we're talking about our estrogen. Ladies, we have estrogen, testosterone, and progesterone to deal with. So it tanks our testosterone and tanks our estrogen. When that happens, it makes fat loss very hard. It makes gaining fat very easy.
Yeah, and a lot of ladies don't even know that, even though she's talking about testosterone, we know it is a male hormone, but women have a very small amount of testosterone, as a woman. And fellas, the same product, Doritos, it raises your estrogen levels and it lowers our testosterone levels. So if you go into the gym, if you work out, it makes it very, very hard for you to lose any type of belly fat. Man, you'll be irritable. Sex drive might not be the same like it was back in the day because of these chemicals they're putting in our foods. Sometimes I think they don't even want us to reproduce anymore. You know what I'm saying? The people out there, the people don't want us to reproduce anymore. So I don't know. What you think?
I think that maybe share some of the symptoms for guys if their testosterone is low, because they may be thinking like, I don't have to worry about no Doritos. Nothing's happening to me, but something may be happening. You just mentioned sex drive.
Yeah, like one of the things that you would notice, it'd be hard for you to sleep. You'll be irritable all the time. Like my baby might say, hey, can you bring some glass of water? I'm like, what? And you'd be like, before you know it, you snap it and you don't even know why. Because your hormone levels dropping like that, tanking like that, man, I don't know, it's some like chemically imbalance of the brain, but it will make you do things like that and say things like that. And you won't even know what's happening. And then you go to the gym, you're on a treadmill, you're trying to lose weight, you can't lose any pounds and you're wondering why. And then you've got all this inflammation. I mean, it's a lot of things that it does.
Belly fat is another one showing up.
Belly fat is the biggest one, seriously. And also, when your testosterone levels drop and your estrogen levels go high, then your nipples as a man will start to stick out like a woman's. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my nipples sticking out like hers, They're not sticking out right now. I'm just saying. I don't want no man boobs around here. So guys, we got to get our levels checked. Stop putting it off. Stop saying, man, no news is good news. No news from the doctor can destroy your life. So stop putting stuff off.
And don't be afraid to go. It's just data. You go to the doctor, it's just data. So if they give you news and you don't like it, take that data. Now we can do something about it. You're not doomed. So let's move on to the next one. Is a food that you used to eat for lunch.
Why I had to eat everything?
Because I didn't like these like that. I might have had one in the wintertime, but
you used to like the beef ones. I already know what you're gonna say. It's the beef and chicken ones.
Yeah, they used to eat two. You want to eat one chicken. And this is frozen pot pie.
Man.
Frozen pot pie. So like the Marie Calendar, the Banquet. I'm trying to think if there's another one.
All of them.
Yeah. He would eat two. And I'm like, okay, we're cool with one. We have a little lunch snack, but you was eating two.
Man, I'm talking about, I would get the extra large ones too. Like the big ones, because I had a huge appetite because I was a huge dude. Back then, I think I was weighing like 260, 270 for no reason. Wasn't playing on nobody's football team, none of that. I just wanted to be the swollest dude in the gym. But the swollest dude in the gym also had sleep apnea very bad because of all the chemicals, processed foods that I was eating.
Well, then the causing it, like you were swole.
Man, I was swollen. I call it swole fat.
No, here, this is a good point. I was talking about the fact you eat two. You weren't even hungry. You weren't even full after eating one. That's why you had to eat two. So it's a good point about the processed foods. And that's why we're talking about processed foods. Excuse me, they don't have any nutrients in them. So there's nothing to make you full.
Right.
So if everything is made from the additives, the flavors, the fillers, and you eat a whole pie and you're not feeling full at all, that's why you eat more. So processed foods like the ones we're talking about, you get triggered to eat more because they don't fill you up at all. So you're naturally overeating and naturally taking in excess calories that your body may not have needed if you would have had something that was maybe homemade.
Yeah, because what they do, they put a trick you that you're full chemical in it. That's the name of it. Trick you because you think you full chemical. Because trick you to think that you're still hungry chemical, not full, because I wasn't full. Well, at least I didn't think I was. I wasn't satiated, but look, I just love the taste of that pot pie, those pot pies.
They designed it that way. They got you.
They got me. They got me. They can't get me no more because what they say, when you know better, you do better. So man, we've switched up our whole entire program. You know what I'm saying? Now we are completely in charge of our own hormones, so it goes down.
Instead of doing the frozen pot pie, now I make them from scratch. It doesn't take a long time. It's super simple and super easy to do, and it's quick. One reason I never tried to make it because I just assumed it was a big, long process, and I'm just like, why take the time to make this when I could just go to the freezer section and get me a bunch of pot pies that are usually on sale?
Yeah, so what's the difference in the pot pies that you make as far as ingredients is concerned versus the ones that I was buying at the store?
Well, one, you'll notice the difference because they're made with real ingredients. So we use chicken breast. So get the chicken breast on the bone. We're going to do a cooking demo and show you how easy this really is. Chicken breast on the bone. I bake that myself. While that's baking, I mix up the vegetables and things. And because everything is real ingredients, you're actually getting nutrients. So you're getting carrots, you're getting peas, you're getting onions, you're getting real chicken. Yeah. And then the crust, I make it from, the topping, I make it from almond flour.
And what's the broth? What is that made out of?
It's chicken broth with a little bit of arrowroot powder. Okay. So that the arrowroot powder is what thickens it up. And the rest is just chicken broth. Sometimes I just use like a little bit of bone broth. But I mix all that up and then you bake it super simple. And now notice you can't eat 2 bowls of that.
Man, not at all, because it's super filling. But I tell you what though, talking about it, she got to make me some tonight. So stay tuned, y'all. Stay tuned.
That's the big difference. When we're eating processed foods, we're not getting the proteins and the nutrients and the vitamins and things that we need, our body needs for our metabolism to function properly, for our hormones to function properly. That's why weight loss feels so hard but it's because we're eating these foods and we just don't know that it's affecting us like that. That's why we want to make sure we're eating real, natural food. So the third one, this is another one that's a health food, and you think you're getting something healthy, but you're not. And I used to stack up on these like every January when I would go into weight loss season, and it was Yoplait yogurt. Man, these guys used to be on sale for like 10 for $10. I used to stock up my refrigerator. I remember like the fun flavors like chocolate cheesecake, Boston cream pie. That used to be a good one. But when you eat one, you're still hungry. So I used to eat them for lunch at work and still be starving. But I'm like, no,
Man.
like starving is part of the process. That's how I know my body's losing weight. And what?
Now, see, my mom used to be like, she used to love Yoplait yogurt, but I don't like it. I never have liked it. I didn't like the texture.
Custardy. You don't like anything custardy.
I don't like anything that tastes like pudding. You know what I'm saying?
What scarred you?
Man, I don't know. It was just like, I can't. Excuse me. I don't like that shit.
But you eat like
Man.
you eat like peas and like beans. They're mushy.
Peas and beans. Peas, beans, tomatoes, potatoes. Yeah, I eat that. You know what I'm saying? That's vegetables. But that taste of that pudding, I don't like it. I can taste it now because you're talking about it.
Somebody gave you
Stop
pudding.
talking about it.
Somebody,
What's the next
somebody
one?
gave you pudding.
What's the next one?
So yogurt for today, yogurt was the last one. So instead of doing your Greek yogurt, instead of doing Yoplait yogurt, you want to do Greek yogurt instead, or a coconut milk-based yogurt. You want to make sure you're getting full fat. You don't want the fat-free versions because when they pull that fat out, they're putting chemicals and additives and flavors in, so it still tastes as good as the one with full fat. So we want full fat. So swap out Yoplait for Greek yogurt or coconut milk-based yogurt, full fat. Swap out those pot pies for homemade pot pie, which we're going to share the recipe for you. And we forgot to share the swap out for the Doritos because we were so busy talking about the Doritos.
Doritos would be the Siete chips, right?
Yeah, swap out your Doritos for, it's a brand called Siete. We don't have a partnership with them or anything, but they make these tortilla chips, grain-free, super clean ingredients, not chemically processed. They have plain chips, like for your guacamoles and dips. They have your cheddar flavored. They even make churro chips, which we haven't tried yet. All this talk about food is making me hungry.
Man.
So we wanted to share these 3 metabolism killers because these are foods that we're eating. Some of us were eating every day, multiple times a day, and didn't know why it was so hard to lose body fat. So for more content like this, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. We're doing this on a regular basis. We want you to be informed. There's so much information out there when it comes to fitness and health and weight loss. It's so overwhelming. We want to help you get this stuff dialed down so you know exactly what to do and make it simple for you.
Exactly. And the reason why we share this type of information to you guys, man, is because we love you and we want you guys to be informed. So, man, you heard it from me, your boy Big B, and my wife, the only Nikki J, and we will see you after I have this homemade pot pie today.
And what is it going?
It's goings downs. It really will be goings downs in my stomach.